Hi guys, 14 Prime here, back with another custom review, and take a look at the Transformers Legacy Armada Autobot Wheeljack. So here he is in his vehicle mode. Look at him. Let's take a quick look at the paints. First off, we have some white and gray surface primer this time around. You can probably already see why the gray one's there. Got some AS2 light gray. Focus just a wee bit more. Thank you. TS26 pure whites, and TS79 the semi-gloss clear, as well as some X18 semi-gloss black. Little focus, thank you. X2 whites, X7 red, X11 chrome silver, X12 gold leaf, if it'll focus at all, thank you. And finally, XF77 Lynn Gray, if it'll also focus in the slightest. Come on, come on. Thank you. And so here he is in his car mode here, which we'll zoom in just a smidge now we're done with the paints. And as you can see, this is the Legacy Armada Wheeljack, done up in the colors that we saw him in the most traumatic day of his entire life. Yeah. Anyways, this isn't a straight repaint of that figure. I worked on this and the side swipe at the same time, to where this was more so meant to be. This is more so what the side swipe was meant to be, but the side swipe had to turn into a whole thing. This one did not. Where I basically just took the Armada Wheeljack parts, being this, these, and others in robot form, and kind of combine them with another. I combined them with clamp down, which I will show why in robot form it'll make more sense. But here he is just a very white car. We have Wheeljack's wheels, because he still had gold. We didn't see much of this character model in the show, because it was only in that one flashback episode. But from the few pictures I had, I kind of did the best I could. But I got the gold wheels. I think either he had them in the model, or it's because he still has a gold face. So I kind of assumed that many of his gold highlights would still be there, if that's still there. So a lot of the gold that was present on that toy is mostly present here. Of course, the main thing here is the chest with the silver dash through it, just like on that toy, with the Autobot symbol painted, but nothing there because he hasn't been turned yet. Just like on the side swipe, I probably should have sanded that off, but I didn't think about it until I got to this point. I was like, yeah, it's fine. Except on like side swipe, he doesn't get a little Lamborghini tee haha logo. But he does have headlights, which were surprisingly harder to paint than they should have been. Mainly this one. This one perfect. This one refused. But I think they're still okay. And then this weird little gray patch here is because on the model, one of the photos I had was like his back, and he had a gray square on his back. So I'm like, well, he's just got a little gray patch here. All right. One weird thing that happened for this custom, unfortunately, is that when I was taking the paint off of these, because clamp down has like some paint going through there, for some reason these were cracked on like both sides, like this part of the leg and then this part of the leg here, which you maybe see on camera. Little difficult, but what I did is I just kind of painted in some whites, because it was like black in the crack. So I painted in some white and kind of removed the stuff around it so that it would sink into the crack itself. Just, yeah, very, very unfortunate. It happens every once in a blue moon. This was that time. Of course, we can still give him his batons going to the sides here and here to kind of give him a bit more color, complete the look, which I think does look quite lovely. But yeah, that's pretty much it for his car mode. So let's go ahead and get him into his robot mode. And here in robot mode, he does look very plain still, but again, that's just how he looked in the cartoon. I tried to do an approximation of it. while sort of just keeping it in line with this mold. But the reason I chose clamp down was mainly due to the gray limbs he has, because in the show he has like some, like his arms are gray and his thighs are gray, so I was just like, well, it'd be easiest to do it from this mold because I can just, it's already white and I already have the gray inner pieces, so it just worked out. And then the blue here is actually a mixed color that I tried to find before recording the video and I just couldn't. But if I remember right, it's a mix of, it's like sky blue, to me like sky blue with just some regular blue poured into it to kind of darken it a bit. It just kind of, if you do that enough, it'll eventually lead you to this color. Which it doesn't have too much of, but I think the little hints of it are nice. Before we get down there, let's look at his head, which is also that gray, the gold face, his red eyes, which is always been kind of funny to me how he has red eyes as an Autobot, but then just, if I think blue is a Decepticon, it's fun. It's fun stuff. That, and he has some vents painted. His nose even has paint because that's just, if I remember right, that's just how the model was. But he has the gray pieces here, like from Clampdown. And then the arms are pretty much the same from Clampdown, except it has this bit of blue painted because he has some blue on his arms here in the model. So I translated here the best I could, which I think, again, just helps him have a little bit of break up there. Same with the front of the waist. I didn't paint the whole waist. I did, like, the fronts and then the bottom. Like, I didn't do, like, the sides and everything. But I think it still gets the point across. And then this, if I remember right, is the Wheeljack piece as well. Then coming down here to the legs, we have just these spray painted white, similar to Sideswipe, but without that black patch here. And then the feet, which I think are from Wheeljack, but I could be wrong. So yeah, he's just, it's not too difficult to describe of a custom. Honestly, if I had more stuff to pair with this would have been part of a custom corral. But I didn't, and I thought it'd be fun to just talk about it a little bit. We can still give him his weapons that also give him a little bit more color. And then even the shoulder cannon, because Legacy gives us that, and I think that's nice. Even though on mine I kind of use it more as like a regular rifle. Like I keep it stored in his back. But yeah. I do still like this custom. I did it more so just for the fun of it. Little simple one to do. Plus, it's weird that I don't think I've seen anyone else really do this. Kind of same with the Sideswipe, where like you think someone would have done it. And someone totally might have done this, at least with the older version or something. It's just, I haven't seen it. I hope someone else has done this. I'd love to see the old toy painted up like this. I think it'd be fun. I'm so surprised they didn't do one. Like, same with Sideswipe. Like, you tell me Universe, they didn't just use the mold for that at all. We were gonna get a random G2 call out, but like not something from either what the mold really looks like or just something from one of the shows is a fun little thing. But alright. But yeah, I don't have my regular Wheeljack to compare him to, unfortunately. He is currently boxed up. I have some of my stuff boxed up for right now, so I won't have comparisons for a lot of things. But just imagine this in much darker colors. I can, he's still here. I can compare him to Sideswipe. He's still on my desk. There you go. I worked on both of these together. Just because they're the same mold and they had very similar things I had to do to them until Sideswipe became way more involved. But I think it was worth it. But yeah. Anyways, that is pretty much all I have to say. So, please be sure to check out my channel for more video and custom reviews. Please don't forget to subscribe. You could also come check out my Facebook and Twitter pages. Links in the description below. And this is the 14th Prime, signing out.